Hey guys, Jarek and Mookie here, going to be doing some more of the Halo Master Chief Collection. This time we're doing Halo 3 on Lockout.
I wasn't in this game, was I?
No, you were not.
Okay.
This has been showing up more in the voting options. I'm okay with that. Although, the more and more I play Halo 3, see, at first I was kind of ignoring you when you were saying this, but the more I play it, the more I definitely don't care for the equipment.
Equipment's, I don't know, it's... The thing with equipment is there's no visual cues on the player as to what they have.
Like if they're there, I'm going to use them, obviously.
Yes.
Because, I mean, you gotta use what the game throws at you. So, I'm going to use it in this video, despite the fact that I complain about it. Don't get mad at me for doing that. They get mad at the developers for making the game. I'm not being hypocritical, I'm just playing the game.
I wouldn't mind the equipment so much if, like, it was a kind of thing where on the side of your Spartan you saw a big-ass sphere indicating that he's got a, you know, a power drain. Or something like that. Just the fact that you don't see it at all, just...
I have problems in general with the bubble shield. I'll use it to my advantage, even if it feels really cheap, to just throw a bubble shield out while you have a sword.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a bailout thing.
It really
you could make a completely huge mistake, and any other situation you would have died, but I got the bubble shield. I'll throw it down, and it'll save my ass.
I will say
it feels like a less bad version of armor lock.
Kind of, it's less bad, but that's not saying much.
God, armor lock was freaking terrible. I hate armor lock so much. And I know I'm not alone with that. Armor lock is stupid. There's very few things that piss gamers off more than armor lock and last stand did. Those two things specifically made people so mad, and I see why. I really do. In both situations, basically, you have given people another life. An armor lock, you made a mistake, you should be dead, but whatever, I'll just delay my death, or not die at all, because my teammates came along to save my ass.
I did see a pretty amusing animated GIF of armor lock. I don't know if you sent it to me or whatever, but these two players were armor lock parrying and just meleeing each other, like armor lock melee for like 4 times in a row, and then they eventually trade meleeed.
I hate armor lock punching.
It's so dumb. Like,
I don't know. I don't know who thought that would be a good idea. In general, I don't like having another thing thrown into the game. I have a firm opinion that the simpler the game is, usually the better.
See, and one thing that I can kind of respect about Halo 5 is all of the armor abilities. While some people are like, oh, their armor abilities, they're so gross. Everybody has them, and everybody can use them. So you should expect other people to use what you have at your disposal as well.
Armor... Oh, okay, you're talking about, like, boosting and stuff.
Yeah, Spartan abilities.
I totally got confused as to what you meant, because when you say armor abilities, I start thinking, like, Halo 4, like, bullshit Promethean vision crap like that.
Oh, yeah, that crap is trash.
I wouldn't really call them armor abilities in Halo 5, really. It's just pretty much all just more movement options.
Movement options. I think the technical term is Spartan abilities. So that guy got wrecked.
I always go for environmentals. I always go for those kills, and it, like, never works. It really doesn't.
It's so frustrating.
It feels like the explosion should be a lot bigger, and it never really is. I think the only environmentals that I've been able to get constantly are the Halo 2 Anniversary iceberg things.
Yes. Those things are so...
They're so deadly.
Great.
You could be standing anywhere, like... It has a good 20 feet. If you're anywhere within 20 feet of them falling, you're gonna die. So, I'm okay with that. I honestly really like them putting that in, because it's a good counter camping.
Yeah, because the thing with Lockout is people friggin'
camping
camp
for
on
days.
the sniper and the BR towers. So having those directly above those is kind of it makes it less campy, which I'm okay with.
I would have liked it if they just changed the map a little bit and add a few extra ways to approach so that people would be able to not camp quite as well. But if they did that, people would start complaining about it, saying, oh, this isn't authentic to Halo 2, and they would start whining. So I think this is a better way to approach that situation.
So kind of like what they did with Halo 1 Anniversary for the Reach playlist, where they added the maps, but they added more geometry into it?
Yeah, but at the same time, for Halo 2 Anniversary, they just blocked off the new added things, which, in my opinion, was really lame. I liked the new ways they made the maps, because let's be honest, Hang 'em High is not a balanced map in any way whatsoever, despite the fact that everyone loves it. One spawn is always going to get fucked up, no matter what in that game.
I mean, I'm kind of okay with it, like Slayer, Team Slayer on that, but like objective on that is atrocious.
Even Team Slayer is kind of frustrating because you end up spawning inside of. You end up spawning in the open half the time, or you end up spawning in a position where you basically have nowhere to go. You're pretty much stuck.
Of course.
So it's not a. It's a map that I've never really cared too much for. I've never been a sit back patiently and wait type of person. I've always been a person that wants to approach and get in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Which it seems to me that most people that play Halo want that style of gameplay.
Absolutely. I mean, that's kind of what they want. Like, Hang 'em High, I really don't feel like it would go down too well if it were, like, remade for a newer Halo game, because...
Well, Halo Under the Pistol is the only reason it worked.
Yes.
If you don't have that pistol, it falls apart. And in Reach, it, you know, for Halo Anniversary, it kind of worked. But for Core Reach, it just did not work.
It really didn't. I mean, you could still ping people across a map with the DMR, but it was, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a map that I felt like the new things they added made the map a lot better. I felt like it gave so many different ways to approach, get behind, and... I mean, more ways to approach safely is always a better thing. That guy had a shotgun. Wow. Right,
I feel like all the map design in Halo 3 was actually really good.
Halo 3, like I said before, Halo 3, in my opinion, is the most polished Halo game.
Yes.
Like, I'm pretty sure they spent the most amount of time testing that one, because there is nothing I can legitimately really complain about aside from the equipment, and even the equipment could have been worse.
Yeah, it's not nearly as bad as, like, the stuff in Reach, but...
Or Halo 4, because Halo 4... Yeah. I can't decide if I hate Reach's equipment more than Halo 4's Spartan abilities.
Yeah, they're both.
Because they were both pretty obnoxious. I mean, part of me is leaning towards Reach being worse just because Armor Lock. Armor Lock alone is enough to make me rage and want to kill people.
Armor Lock was just like, oh, let's do something cool. It sounds good in theory, but in practice, like, it was trash. And, you know, 343 actually nerfed it a lot when they released the anniversary update, which I'm okay with. Like, I forgot what they did. I think they gave it some sort of, like, it drains your power faster, and if you tap in and out of it, it, like, just obliterates your equipment energy. So you can't spam it like you could in Reach. Like Core Reach.
I don't know what they did to it. If armor abilities were all, like, say, man, that guy should not have been able to kill me. If armor abilities were all, like, say, the jetpack, I would have been totally okay with it. Because that's a cool added addition. Like, that helps on maps like, say, Prisoner. Because the jetpack is, you don't really have much reason to use anything else.
I wasn't not okay with the jetpack. Like, a lot of people say the jetpack was trash. I was okay with it. Like, I'd take sprint over it, but...
Oh, this guy. Get stuck. That's such an easy stick to do. They're running straight at you down there. See, this is what I'm talking about by Halo 3 definitely being more polished. All the maps, even the maps they brought back, they made very, very small, subtle changes that just made such a big difference. Like having no railing being in the way down to that pathway, or having, say, on the Chill Out remake, being able to drop down near that teleporter in the back where the sniper spawns.
Just little things, yeah.
Yeah, like... Oh man, assassination. Okay. I was gonna say, I guess I'm falling to my death. Nope, never mind.
You know, honestly, I would say Lockout, like Core Lockout, is better than the Halo 3 remake, but that's just my opinion.
That might just be the game itself.
I don't know, maybe.
I personally prefer the remake, but that's just because I prefer Halo 3 or Halo 2 in general. So yeah. I feel like that's a really hard comparison to make. But yeah, this game was nothing impressive. It ended up being 4 versus 3, and I was camping the sword a lot. Well, not really camping, it just kind of ended up going to me. So, and I think I actually scroll over. I did. I totally remember doing this. So, looking at the scoreboard, I had 3 weapon kills, 2 grenade kills, and 12 melee kills. Just from the sword alone. I don't. It just kept falling in my hands. If I get it, I'm gonna use it.
Easy.
No shame. Anyway, there's been some Halo 3. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I'll see you later.